Good evening to everyone and the 0 people who are watching online, but there may be a few people.
Good evening.
And if you tell your friends and your family and people that owe you money to please watch and subscribe, it would be great. You know, I'm not saying that it would be a way of them to pay back so they don't have to pay you, but yeah, why not? So, we have new faces, new people. And before we get into the recap that we're kind of really not going to do, um, we are going to introduce the new faces that we have that are on my left. I guess that would be kind of my right on the screen, but kind of the left here. I will start at the top with we won't say the character's name, but whatever you want to call yourself in the internet world. Sir, please let everyone know who you are.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay, I just making sure. I'm Nick. I will be playing Drist. I have quite a bit of experience with D&D tabletop, Warhammer 40K, and excited to be here with you guys.
Welcome, Nick. And below Nick, we have.
Hi guys, my name is Katie. I'm very excited to do D&D with you guys. I've had a little bit of experience with Dungeons and Dragons before. I've been a DM for about 3 years now, and I've loved it ever since my first session that I was a part of. So yeah.
And we love Dungeon Master players because generally I don't have to tell them a whole lot. They kind of know what to do. And it is great. And we have experienced dungeon masters here and aspiring dungeon masters here. At the bottom, I will go, Pedro, if you want to let people know who you are, the new people.
Hello, welcome to the game. Really excited to meet you guys. My name is Pedro. I'm from Brazil. Just started to get into D&D. Really excited to play with you all. Also excited to start DMing. Starting a DMing table about a month ago. It's going great. And yeah, I guess that's it. This is my first ever Dungeons and Dragons game, so I know really loving it so far.
Yes, and he rolls a ton of 5s. Just so anybody
Yes.
knows, if you're
I missed
waiting
a
to
lot.
see a 5, his first roll tonight will probably be a 5. As
And
you know.
Now we have five
sorry.
people in the party, so it might be.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
You could
we
be
can't
5.
pay
Do we
the
have
mic
do we
part.
have a party name? Is that what we're talking about? Because I think that is something that needs to happen.
Well, I think once you get to know
Yeah.
each other and you get to do some things, and maybe you guys can call it something. But right now, it's a
Yeah,
party
we
of 3 that's going to meet a party of 2. But we will get into that. No spoilers. No one is. I'm not going to introduce myself. That's boring. Who cares? I'm not playing. Below me is Dex, I guess.
Is we can't see the same thing as you right now, but okay. I'm Dex. Here. I'm also from Brazil. I'm also an aspiring GM. I just find it very hard to improvise, but I really like the game, and I'm like how it's going, and I'm excited to see the new players.
Oh, and another thing you'll notice that from time to time, Pedro's video feed will disappear. He is sometimes when he's playing, he's actually um, who knows where with the army, which maybe we can't say or can say, but I don't think the Brazilian authorities are watching this stream, so we should be okay. We will finish with Furka's player, the guy that pulls and presses the buttons for Furka.
All right.
Doug, generally known on the internet as Forking You. I play Furka. Just Lizard Folk. This is my first game that I've played outside of my small, close-knit group of friends that I'm currently trying to run a campaign for them for. We're running the Yawning Portal. So it's different to learn a lot. Most of my stuff is just knowledge rather than application of the said knowledge. But let's see how this goes.
All right, and without further ado, that's the perfect segue to begin tonight's episode, which is episode 9 of this continuing adventure that has expanded a bit. And if you remember from anyone who's watched episode 8 and 7 and 6 and some of those other ones, when this group of, I guess, hero marauders decided now they were going to go room to room through the Red Brand hideout and destroy all of the people inside of it and give their bodies to a creature for it to consume them as part of a deal they had made. Yes. So they did that. They gave him plenty of people to feed on. There were other people they did not give him to feed on, as a goblin who was scared and wanted to help them scout things out. But they were a little bit, how can I say, careless with the placement of said goblin, and he got a little too close to the creature and wasn't really watching him very well, and he got killed and consumed as well. So it's been a little bit about there's been a lot of cannibalism going on in this campaign, including your lizard folk who likes to eat some of the people that they take down, and the Minotaur, who will be briefly played by me, make a cameo appearance. Who knows how often? And who did eat quite a few creatures. I don't believe that Aurora or Ulrich has eaten anyone, so they are the only non-cannibals so far. Of course, we could always change that by having Aurora wild.
Oh my gosh.
It's in berries.
So they took out
It
the
tastes like
wizard
chicken.
known as Glassstaff, realized he was actually the wizard they were all looking for. This is the wizard you're looking for. It actually was. And he had his skull crushed, kind of. So he was not, after questioning was done, he was disposed of, I guess we'll say. So everyone was disposed of, and they took out this group that was running the town, and made their way out as of the end of the last session. So tonight begins with Forka, Ulrich, Aurora, said Minotaur that's going to exit stage left in any moment now. As a matter of fact, we will get to that in a moment. And you were entering the village as we stopped. So you're entering the village. It is, I believe, if I can remember, which I really can't, so we're just going to fudge it and say that you're arriving in the afternoon hours, because that seems to make sense. You did spend quite a bit of time. I believe at least one short rest was taken while you were in the Red Brand place, maybe 2 short rests. It was a few sessions. You went in the morning. I believe you did go in the morning, right? But
Yep.
you went door to
Yeah.
door and spent quite a few hours there. So we will say that it is absolutely the afternoon, and the town is a proverbial abuzz as they see you approaching. Of course, they've already seen the said Minotaur, who has, as you look around as we begin tonight, find that he is no longer with you. If you look around on Zoom as well, you'll find he's no longer with you. Haha. His character is not either, but he did come through town with other heads, including the wizard. And so everyone sees that, hey, those guys aren't here. They are no longer having their presence seen here. And you're now coming into town. So I don't know who's leading this party of conquering heroes. How are you coming in? Is it just in single file, or you guys just kind of walking abreast each other? Um, anyone
Well,
leading?
I don't think that is relevant, but if someone would be leading, it would not be me. But I think we were going to the tavern, talk to Sildar after doing that, or something. I don't know. We kind of, that was kind of an extra for us, even though it's not extra in the story.
We're gonna make sure that kid didn't run in the food.
That too.
Oh yeah, that that probably be a good idea. We came out through the top, right? We came out through to the main entrance of the manor.
That is correct. So you came down the
Yeah.
road into the city,
Mhm.
passing the tavern where you guys brawled way back when, episode 4 or so, with the Red Brands, which brought you to finding out about them. You've passed that on your right hand side, and as you're entering the town, people are staring and pointing and talking and looking at you. Kids have big eyes, you know. You can tell that Rack Gore has already walked through here because people seem to be a little bit afraid. The kids are they're like big eyed, but they're also like behind their parents, kind of. But they're kind of lining the streets and looking at you guys. And as you approach, if you look at the map on above VTT, tonight's map and virtual tabletop will be sponsored by Above VTT. They give
Someday.
me no money for this, but hey, heck, I give them money. And you should too, because they're great. But anyway, as you see, if you're looking at the map, is anyone looking at the map? Yay, nay?
Yep.
As you get, let's see, you're coming through from here. So let's say as you get to about there, which is coming to the end, right? I mean, actually.
Yep.
As you're
Yeah,
approaching
but-
that, you see someone, and we haven't met this guy previously because you guys didn't really kind of go see him. So give me one moment. I should have been ready for this, but I guess I decided. Um, Sometimes I don't even know what's going to happen. You know, sometimes these things just happen. The NPCs have a mind of their own, and
And that's the best part.
I don't really control them. So as you approach, you see this guy with very balding head. He's got patches of hair, kind of making that little U going across, you know. So he's got some hair in the back and a little bit of hair on the side, and then this big, you know, it's like a horseshoe going around his head. Balding, or I mean, we just call him bald, I guess. He's at that point, right? There's a big difference, by the way. Anyone at home, anyone that ever watches this video, big difference between bald and shaved. See? I'm not bald, I'm shaved. Huge difference. We generally like to shave so that no one sees that we're bald, but no one has to know about this. It's just I'm shaved. I have tons of hair. Yes, of course. So he is not shaved. He is bald, and he is got a shirt on that's kind of a long sleeve shirt, and it's rolled up at sleeves, kind of like a flannel look. Not so great looking, but greenish color with the sleeves rolled up. And on those sleeves, he has like these white cuffs. Have you ever seen those? Like the guys that work in the bank that don't want to get things dirty, so that when they're writing with quill pens, and they'll have the white covers coming out, kind of like a shield. over like a cufflink that comes back open, that's white from his green shirt. And interestingly enough about this shirt is that as it goes across his kind of extensive midsection, one of the buttons looks like it's just waiting for that cough or sneeze to just go flying out at someone. It looks like a dangerous weapon. It has pants on. You can't see the belt or anything because he does have like this really extensive waist and decent leather shoes that look polished. And he seems to be intent on going to you. Furka, he looks like he was going to you and immediately takes like a really good look at you and kind of looks at Aurora, the old lady, and scratches his head and then sees Ulrich and decides to approach you, Ulrich, who's not on camera. And he says, well, gentlemen, so
Yeah, can I help you, sir?
you, that Minotaur was with you, right?
He was. I mean, he still is.
Oh,
Any problem with him?
no problems. We're just really glad you were able to, well, you know, they were just mercenaries. They weren't a problem in the town, but some people were afraid of them. But you took care of them. That's
And
wonderful.
who are you, may I ask?
Sorry?
And who are you, if I may ask?
Everyone here knows me. I am the
Yeah.
town master.
We are new here.
Well, you're
Town
getting
master,
well
huh?
known. You could,
And you did nothing to stop those guys.
well,
You knew what's going on here, right?
They weren't really that big of a problem. We have more problems with the orcs, which would be great if you took care of the orcs. They've been raiding, and you know, the maybe those goblins that people see around, but these guys and that wizard, they were just mercenaries, and they kept the orcs out of town. So I'm hoping
They were
maybe you'll
kidnapping
get rid of the
people.
orcs, and then we don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah. So I guess you'll be glad to know then that they were kidnapping people. They had prisoners there. We just took them out. That lady over there and her son.
Uh,
They're here because of us, not you.
I don't know anything about any kidnappings. That's just rumors and hearsay. Well, all of that doesn't matter anymore, does it?
I believe it does, yeah.
Well, so I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I'm gonna go back. You know, this town might not look like much, but it takes a lot to run it.
I'm sure it does.
And, you know, it's
If you
been,
don't care for the well-being of your citizens, who it's gonna be then?
well, you're not a citizen here, so it's not really your business, and you're not voting. So,
Yeah, maybe not. But
yeah, you know, if you want to talk to me in private, you can come see me later, and I might have something for you guys. But right now, I just want to thank you. He puts out his hands and looks around. You grab his hand?
Nah, I just walk past.
And he grabs you by the arm and kind of gives a hug. Well, we just want to thank you for all the townsfolk. You guys took care of those ruffians, and well, you know, anything you need in this city, you come see me. and the hall, and we can talk about anything there. Okay, no, not here in the street. Understood?
Yeah, understood. We'll
Yeah,
talk
and
later.
this lady, I don't know how you did it, but we want to thank you too. This lady, I don't know your name, and you kind of look strange, but hey, we want to thank you too. And this creature you have, this lizard guy, I'm sure you guys are probably going to be leaving town soon, right?
Mm.
Right?
We are looking for a friend. Mm. When we find him, maybe we leave.
Well, I hope you find that friend somewhere outside of town. Okay, I've got to go back to the town hall. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully not. Bye. Anyone
Eh,
stops him, he walks off. Kind
politicians.
of at a quick pace. He kind of looks funny when he's walking, like he's kind of walking quick, and he kind of like bobs, side to side a little bit when he's walking. He's not a dwarf; he's a human, but kind of like a dwarf would, just kind of. His feet don't go straight. They're kind of like at angles while he walks. So it's kind of weird to watch. It's like a duck waddling. There you go. It's like a duck waddling. You know, um, I mean, if I had music, I'd cue the music. We'd be doing wobble wobble. But hey, I guess there's no wobble wobble. But it gives you kind of an idea without the rhythm. So he walks off, and people kind of still looking. And you find yourselves outside the inn, because this right in the plaza is where we're at. That little plaza area. The inn's right there, right hand side in the corner. What do you do?
Do you guys want me to eat that man?
Um, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like that, but right now, let's just leave it be. He's gonna.
Honestly,
get
I
it.
don't think that's gonna be a very bad idea. Maybe later.
All right.
I
I can use the snack later.
am not here for that. I'm just looking for a friend. I am asking your help. If you really want to, who knows? I know I can't stop you guys, so sure. So I think we should at least warn the kid. We left before him. We are muted.
No.
Ulrich is not.
Oh,
He
Ulrich's
seems to be
muted.
talking, but
Yes. He was talking to someone else. He's got multiple phones.
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
So,
I thought
what are you
Sure.
doing?
that's it. Entering the inn, back.
Yes? No?
Hello.
Forka?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think we should probably meet our contact, right? I mean, you probably have our money right now.
That too.
Okay.
And so I'm assuming that means you go into the inn.
Like, while we're
Yeah.
hanging about and I'm thinking about it, I have that shield that I can give to Aurora.
What should?
It's made out of a hobgoblin's, not hobgoblin. It was, what were they? Bugbear? It's made out of a hip bone.
I already have a shield. Thank you. I'm okay with
Oh, that's
my
right. You
wooden
made
shield.
that, right?
Yeah.
So, no to the shield. Sorry. You keep that bugbear hip bone shield for another time. So as you walk into this inn, if you remember before, hopefully you don't because I don't remember how I described it, but I'll try to stick with my usual description. And if it misses, heck, nobody watched those earlier episodes anyway, so they won't be able to catch me. But one day when I'm dead and gone and people watch this, they'll say that guy screwed it up the second time or the third time they entered it, maybe the second and the third time. I don't know. So as you enter this inn, remember you had tables to the left and tables to the right, and you have the bar keep at the back of it. As long as I keep all my taverns that way, we're good. At the actual bar, of course, immediately, Aurora, when you walk in, to the left hand, that same table as the last time. I don't think Furker was with you that time. It was just you and maybe Ulrich that went in. That table to the left that was kind of in the shadows a little bit. Not that any of these are really in the shadows, but it was the one that was kind of all the way off against the wall. Is seated there again, Sildar. He is sitting there. He has his head down, looking at some papers. Hadn't really noticed you yet. There are some people to the right. You see the barkeep. You see that lady that was super talkative waitress, we'll call her. You see that mining guy sitting at a table to the right. He's eating. And you see some other people that you don't really recognize, but they're talking. And of course, as soon as you guys walk in, they all turn around. And it's like all of a sudden there's a big hush in the inn. And you also see, Aurora, two people that you haven't seen before that don't look like regular townsfolk, that kind of look like arcane type scholarly people that look like outsiders that are at the bar. And there are some empty chairs near, of course, at the table of four where Sildar is. As it gets hushed and everybody kind of turns and looks at you, and then you see them, kind of go, and they're saying stuff, Sildar looks up and puts out his hands. And I assume you're walking in with that staff. Like, are you using that
yes.
staff to walk?
I kind of like, they're kind of tied together, my regular staff and the glass staff.
Okay. He has a quizzical look when he sees you do that, but he quickly, you see him pull out some stuff from under the table, and you see a sack that sounds kind of loud. A bunch of coins hitting the table, and he tells you guys to come sit.
I get there. At least. Oh. So,
How did
I
Sildar
think-
talk? I don't remember. I need a drink. Maybe if I had a drink, I could remember these
I
things
don't
better.
remember if he talks anything different.
He had some accent. He had an accent. What was his accent?
I join
don't
you.
recognize accents.
I have to write these things down. That's terrible. One day I'll be a good DM. One day. So, by the way, while I think about his accent, the barkeep kind of taps you guys on the arm and says, "That's them.
Yes.
That's them. Not you guys."
And I go up to Dress and I'm like, Dress, I think that's it. I think that's them. I think that's them.
I kind of like look at her. I'm like, eh.
No, I think that's them. I think that's them. And I just like completely just run over to where they are. The glass staff. You guys got that, right? You like took care of everything. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Okay. Question. Do you guys have a map of like anything
Okay.
spectacular or
I'm sorry, who are you?
you guys you guys are sitting at a table, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, she just like comes and like brings up a chair and is just
Hello?
like, I'm Erin, by the way. Hi. Yeah, I need I heard you guys were doing stuff and you might have found like a map from like I think his name is like Gundren or something. You guys have that, right?
Okay, okay. First of all, hi.
Hi.
My name is Aurora.
I'm Erin. Oh, and this and this is Pip. And she kind of like out of the she has like a pouch and she takes out and it's just this like little white and brown mouse and she kind of just sits him on the table.
Hi.
Driss just looks across the table, takes a hit of his pipe of his gillyweed, and he just nods. I'm Drist.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to introduce him. So about that map.
First of all, where did you heard about that map?
I mean, everywhere. You guys are kind of like the talk of the town.
Yeah, I mean, we're not exactly like subtle or anything. Walking around with a minotaur, at least.
It was just one day. I'm very surprised.
Kind of
Right.
everybody knows about you guys, which is, you know, that's why we've been looking for you.
Well, we are here exactly because we are looking for Gundren. He is missing. And no, we don't
I'm
have
sorry.
the map.
Oh. Just they don't have the map.
Just
Do you know
looking
where the
at a kind of ragtag looking bunch, anyways. Maybe we should look elsewhere.
Excuse me. And Sildar kind of interrupts everyone.
Thank you.
I have some business to discuss with these gentlemen, and I do not know you two. I don't know how you know so much about Gundren and the map, and yes, I don't see that they know you either. And who are you?
Oh, I'm Erin. And this is Pip.
Okay. This is quite
Don't mind her. You'll get used to the bubbliness eventually.
This is quite I'm taken aback. You guys seem to know more about this than I do.
I mean, I would hope so. We've kind of, you know, been researching it for, you know, quite a long time.
Okay. Where's the Minotaur? He looks at you, Ulrich. And he looks at Franco.
We kind of had
ahead of us.
Yeah, I mean, don't get us wrong. I mean, it started us too, but it just went ahead. I was expecting he was here in town, or
did he
maybe
perish?
he already mentioned. No, thanks God.
No.
I mean, he tried a bit, but we managed to get everyone out safely.
Okay. So this is the complete party, you three. I don't believe I have met the lizard folk.
Oh,
No.
well, I guess you've seen them in the same way you've seen the Minotaur when we left. They came here to take us.
Well, everyone knows about the Minotaur. He made himself very visible while in town with the accoutrement that he chose to walk around town, family town. But anyway, I've
snacks.
Yeah, you've met him when we escorted you from the hideout.
Yes, I did. That is a great memory that you have. It's better than the the man who runs me. So
Sorry.
I just remembered too. So I was like, hey, wait a minute. So I am to pay. If you remember, I sent for the fund. Is this an appropriate conversation in front of these people?
I would love to hear about what you guys have done, but
by the way,
I think we got off onto the wrong foot. I look over at the bar, keep the signal 4 around. I think we should introduce ourselves on a proper term.
probably.
Are you okay with them sitting here?
I believe-
We can wait. Just I would really like to talk about that map a little bit more after you guys finish this conversation, if that's okay.
I believe, based off of what I've eavesdropped on, I think we might be able to help each other out.
And I believe they are going to make themselves part of it anyway, so it doesn't matter. What I want to talk about is that there was a lot of fighting there, and the owner of this staff here, the infamous glass staff. Apparently, we got a letter. I'm gonna take the letter out. I think it was him, and it seems to be. Was it addressed to Yarno already, or I don't remember. I in my notes it says it's for Yarno. So
It was.
we found this letter there. So I believe the wizard
Hand it to me, and while he puts out his hand, the barmaid comes and says, and you notice she comes, but she stops and like listens for a moment. From some of you who were here earlier, you remember how she had a lot of interest in people's conversations. Not gossiping, but and she says, "Oh, how many drinks?" Looking at you that raised your hand, sir. Drist.
Well, one for each of us. I believe we
And what's everyone
need to break the
having?
grounds right.
What?
I'll take a mead. It's on me, guys.
Everyone mead? And
I'd like a meat as well. Thank you.
Sildar said, yeah, please. Well, you
Appreciate
might
it,
want to
thank
sit down and get a chair. You're just standing there, you know. Grab some chairs. Jeez. And she walks off.
If you wanted him alive, I'm afraid that would not be possible.
Whoa. Okay. This is a lot to digest. Yes, please sit down. If you want them to sit down, they can sit down. I mean, it's your business. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. They seem friendly enough.
Erin immediately sits down and like pulls out her spell book and just like she has a wand that's behind her ear and she just pulls it out and it turns into a pen and she just like sits down.
Okay.
Go on.
That leaves 2 chairs.
I'll stand.
Yeah, Aurora is sitting, of course.
Okay,
I'm
Aurora's
standing
sitting.
as well.
Does someone give their chair to the elderly lady that wants to sit down? And there are other chairs at other tables that are not taken at the moment, by the way, if y'all want to all gather around this table.
I just kind of lean up against the post and with my clawed gauntlet at hand, I'm just kind of tapping away at my pipe as I'm watching Aaron.
So you seem
Jot
to
down the
have a
notes.
good understanding of the layout of this place. Actually, there is a post right there, which kind of gives it a little bit of shadow, which is why he chooses this table it helps kind of shield him from the left-hand side, where he gets a view of anybody that comes in, and he also has kind of a view of the other side of the room. Doesn't have a great view of the bar because where the post
I
is.
kind of, as I lean up against it, I'm kind of shielding onlookers from seeing what Erin is doing with her parlor tricks with the quill.
Okay. So the rest of you are kind of on the right hand side. So we'll say that Aaron is like right in front of him suddenly. He's like not even talking to her. And you're to the left hand side where the pillar is. There's a chair there, but it's like pulled in and it's you'd have to kind of move the table to actually be able to use it. And there's another chair there where Aurora is, so I'm assuming that Ulrich and Fork are just kind of standing maybe to the side against the wall.
I was like, if I remember right, there's a window kind of nearby, and I'd be leaning up against the wall next to the window. So I
That's
can
kind of
watch
far away.
outside.
The window's towards the front.
Oh, okay.
Leaner.
He does not put a window to his
Okay.
back. Remember, the windows were on
Alright.
the front where you could kind of peek in because y'all did that. If I remember, well, it wasn't you. Somebody did that. I don't remember who came in town at night and y'all peeked in the window, but somebody peeked in the window at night. And yes, okay. So that's the layout. He looks around. You still don't have the mead, and he says, "Okay, okay. I don't want to get ahead of myself. First, I have the money from that was promised to bring the provisions to town. If you remember, the reason you were hired to begin with, it was 50 gold apiece, which is 200 gold. But one of you is not here to receive it. I don't know if you want me to hold it for him myself or gift it to you.
Actually, we have already been paid for the delivery. That was the thing what you were Sildar were owning was for escorting him back from the goblin cave.
Yes, I was going to pay you for that, but I don't remember having paid you previously.
You didn't pay because that wasn't for you. It was the guy from the store, I guess. Because if not, I. You know
You
what?
have
Just let him play or something.
Take it, yeah, just
Yeah, sure.
I have not paid you. If you have coin and you do not need this, that would be great help for the order. The order would appreciate the funds if you want to donate them back to the
That's
order.
okay. I think we would appreciate the funds as well.
And what do I do about the fourth party members' funds?
Well, we're still looking for him. I think maybe we can find him. We can divide it with him.
Well, okay. So I have here 200 gold for that. And rumor has it there is no more red brands. And you're saying you found Yarno.
Yes, but he's
According to this letter, he was Glassstaff.
yes.
Well,
he was also tasty.
Did you taste him? The thing ate it.
what?
I think he ate a little bit.
Aaron immediately looks over and is like, just like is jotting down notes like she didn't know. Like
Also,
that was
I
like a
told-
common thing.
Also,
Yeah,
Also-
you should hold on to that little mouse over there.
Driss tries to hold back the gag a little bit.
also, I told him about you, and he really seemed to not care about you. He said you were useless.
What? What? Okay. So
Just to clear your mind. To not be worried about him.
well, I am not
I like
worried.
her. She's very blunt.
That's a negative charisma.
Well, I have also the coin here for the whereabouts, so I guess you found Yarno. I guess we won't be able to get information. Do you know why he suddenly changed, or was he working as the leader of everything of the group? Or what exactly?
No. I think he said something about. I don't remember if he said that about the black spider, but remember he's saying something. No, he said about black spider, and that they were. I don't remember what he said exactly, but
So we're now hearing this black spider reference again.
yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's the guy who runs it.
And he was not at the Red Brand hideout.
Yeah, it appears that the red brands were led by the glass staff, but there were more things over the red brand.
Well,
Yeah, he was not there.
the
I
Red
remember
Brands
right.
are
Yes.
destroying everything behind me, so I won't be having to look behind me anymore, as
I don't know if it would be
ended
retcon,
before
but
it
sure,
began.
with me and Aaron coming in, I don't know if it'd be retconned or not, but is there any way we could do like kind of a history check to see if we have any type of knowledge on any type of organizations with Black Spider?
You can try. You can have your first official roll
No.
by
Wow.
rolling me a history check. Why not? And Drist Valhallen's first roll is a 7. Plus 3 is 10. And with that 10, you reach back into this learned mind that knows so much and knows that there are many black spiders out and about in the world, probably. It's probably the color that most often comes with spiders. There are some brown spiders, and of course, there you know about phase spiders. You have never heard of an individual named Black Spider. Aaron, are you just rolling to
I rolled-
roll?
Huh?
Are
No,
you-
I was going to see if I knew anything. And I totally rolled the wrong thing at first.
Okay,
But yeah.
that would have been a great
She
roll.
rolled a
But
yeah.
let's go
Yeah.
with your 9 plus 5 is 14. Probably get the same result as the 16 plus 5 would have gotten you. So you also think back, and where you're from, you've never heard of any black spider either. So you don't know who this is. So going back, so he says, well, so you have no idea why this happened, but that's fine. I will pay you the sum of 100 gold each. That's 400 gold to be split 4 ways with your friend when he accompanies you. I don't know what he's doing, scaring children. But I have a matter to discuss with you, actually. It seems everyone's looking for the map. Of course, everyone's looking for the map. I do not know the whereabouts of the map, but I have also been busy, and I do have the whereabouts of Gundren. I believe. I have a map. He reaches into his pack and pulls out a crude map. And he hands it to, he's looking to hand it. He's looking at Ulrich.
And Aaron's just gonna take it from him.
No.
I don't
It's
think this is the
Gendron.
right map.
Okay.
No, it's not the one you are looking for.
This is a map
you
to
have
take
this
you
one.
to Cragmaw Castle. outside of town, and there are a number of goblins, and I have information that
Goblins.
says Gundren was taken there.
That's
I don't
That's
know
good.
if he's there now. I don't know where the lost mine is. But Gundren, of course, would. And remember, we need to find Gundren. That should be the next item. And of course, the order is willing to pay again if you can rescue Gundren. Yes.
I kind of nudge Aaron and say, if I kind of whisper, kind of out of earshot, say, if we can help them with this Gundren problem, maybe they will be inclined to let us gander at the map a little bit. We
Yeah, I
definitely
like-
might
like
need their
whis-
help.
Yeah, and I kind of like whisper back, yeah, because that was definitely not the map. So I think that, yeah, I guess.
So, Aurora, do you look at the map?
Yes, yes. But before one thing, just
Yes.
outside of character,
Yes.
um,
I have a question as well. Maybe it's the same one.
I remember someone drawn a crude map to the thing, just to be sure that happened.
It did.
Okay, because of
It
them
was a
acting
bug.
like they are, I'm not talking about it.
So,
Probably.
who has that map off roll? I think this question's been asked before in previous episodes.
Actually,
Yeah.
we the question was just about the key. Ulrich took the key. But
Yeah,
the
I
map,
think it's not actually a map. It like just draw it in the floor of the cell, and we kind of
Yeah.
just memorize the place.
was on the floor. Yeah, probably. We
I
didn't
was
have
like, I think it
paper.
was drawn down on the ground before. Yeah.
And everyone looked at it correctly, including Aurora.
Yeah.
Aurora, do you look at the map that Sildar gave to you?
Yes, of course. I'm interested in find Genjin.
Roll an intelligence, just a straight intelligence roll, and add your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Here it goes. An intelligence check.
Yeah. You're trying to remember what that map looked like, and you kind of forget.
Dementia set in.
Me. I'm an old lady.
And it was
I
a
know.
5, a modified 5. But I can't wait for Ulrich to roll, because we know he's going to roll a 5. But don't roll now. All right, what
thank
have
you.
you done with the map? Do you open it? Do you put it away? Do you give it to anyone?
I'm opening on the table.
Okay. Anyone else going to look at the map?
Yeah, I want to say.
Now you
It's
get to
like
roll. Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, great.
Let's get this out the way. That's going to be a 5.
Nah.
At least we don't have our highest intelligence score a +1 anymore.
Hey, you all didn't get seats. Here comes the barmaid, and she's handing the mead. She puts one down. She puts all 5 down on the table and says, I just put them on the table. You have a seat. You don't have a seat. Walks away.
It's just like a saving throw.
No, it's on the actual, if you go on the intelligence, and you can click there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like on the plus or whatever, or somewhere on there, there's
That's not bad.
a clickable button.
Oh. 12.
Hey, I don't see it for some reason. Why I don't see it? Where did you roll it? You kept it to yourself. Hidden
No, I can
rolls.
see it.
I see it.
I see it.
Yeah, I see it too.
It's just
I
lag, probably.
I don't. I see it here, but I don't see it there. Okay, so it is 12. Hey, you notice that that map that's on the table looks exactly like the one that was drawn on the floor.
Okay, so that checks out.
But you also
Let
remember with
me-
that roll that you were told that was the map to the lost cave. The Echo Cave, where the lost mine is.
The Lost Mine is not the Cragmaw Castle.
That's right. But
God in trouble is. Okay.
But the drawing that was on the floor is exactly like the drawing that's on the map that's on the table. So, I mean, obviously it's a crude direction that looks like it's going to the same place as this better looking map. Because obviously what was drawn on the floor doesn't look anything exactly like the map. But it shows you going out of town to the northeast, around the way, off a trail into this kind of off the beaten path castle that you were shown it as a cave. Now it's a castle, so it could be a coincidence. Could be that it's not the same, even though it looks like it's exactly taking you to the exact same place. But, hard to say since it was scribbled on the ground.
Okay, so I turn to Furka and I ask him, do you remember if the bugbear, he was showing us the lost mines or he was showing us where Gandrin was? Because this map here points to the same place.
Is it? Oh, I didn't remember that map very well. I'm pretty sure he said it was the cave because I asked for Gendrin and he said he didn't know, but he knew the cave.
Yeah.
You could go back and ask him, but
No, we can't.
he was eating.
He's asleep.
Oh, yeah, that's
he
right.
went
That's
into
right.
sleep.
They did leave 2 dead bodies under blankets to make it look like they were still sleeping, even though some of them were missing limbs. Because someone was missing a limb, and you kind of threw it in there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very well.
I mean, he is sleeping because it was.
Oh darn, that's right.
Rector?
We're supposed to go back and untie him.
He said he's asleep permanently.
Yeah, I think his mug with a pillow, right? Like called.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Not everyone knows that.
No,
Not
it was
everyone
me,
knows
Ragor,
that.
and the goblin. Because they turned around as I was smothering him.
Oh,
That's true. Actually, you guys do think he was tied up and left asleep. Furka knows the truth.
Okay.
I mean, Aurora
darn.
didn't see anything, but she had a very good intuition about that. But she really doesn't care. They are all bandits. I will leave the thing, do the thing with that place, leave the thing, clean it.
And you
Let's,
see the barmaid come back, and she says, "Hey, you guys gonna eat?"
How
Did
about
y'all
the
really take
cheese?
care of all those guys?
How about you, Furka, or are you full?
Picking out human skin out of his teeth.
Yeah.
Taking a finger off.
Yeah.
I got chicken fingers.
Well,
thank you.
Excuse me. Do you have any cheese?
yeah. I got
Can I
goat
see cheese?
cheese.
That mouse is disgusting.
He is not.
You want
What's the
cheese? A plate
problem?
of cheese?
What the problem
And
is
bread?
with the mouse?
Bread and cheese. Yeah? How
Yeah,
many
that
times?
sounds great.
One
Thank
time?
you.
2 times?
Yeah, I'll have some.
Okay. Any meats?
No, thank you.
I'll just have my mead for now.
All right. Hey. So, is it true? You guys took care of those red guys?
Aurora just waved the staff a little. I believe it was all of them, but I'm
Wow.
not sure.
Wow. Who are you guys? Where are you from?
Good
Why do you
question.
want to know so much information?
Well, just like to know so that
You all want
I
to
know
talk?
what you like to eat.
I
God, you
want
don't
to
have to be
insight
asking
check
me
that.
questions. I'll go get your bread and cheese. Jeez.
I want to insight check her
Roll it.
on. Okay. She seems like she wants to know way too much.
Yeah, to me, she's just a very awful barmaid.
What do we get? An 18?
Yes.
You get the feeling that
That's why I hang out with her.
she's just nosy as all get out.
Okay.
Because you kind of been watching her before they came in as well. And she's always like kind of hanging at the edge of a table like a little too long and with an ear out, you know. And she was getting on with the guy, the mining guy, you know, asking, talking about all kinds of stuff going on in town. As a matter of fact, you didn't really have to roll. Most of the information that you have gotten and eavesdropping has been just listening to her. Because she goes around getting everybody's business.
We're just asking her questions.
And she just says stuff like she'll get information from one table. I mean, this isn't your first day here, right? And she goes and gives it to somebody else's table.
That's what's going to be my next question. I was going to say, is there any way I can kind of determine, like, is there any particular table that she keeps going to?
The miner. And
All
she
right, I'm gonna
kind of
kinda
like
keep my-
touches him. She touches his shoulder. She touches his arm, and he kind of
I'm
looks
gonna
at
make
her.
it.
He looks
I'm
at
gonna
her when she
kinda-
walks away,
I'm going to kind of stand there and make it look like I'm paying attention to what they're talking about, but I'm kind of just tilting my head and eavesdropping on anything that she might be saying to him. If I'm within earshot.
roll perception. It's not like it's a ton of people in here right now. And she's kind of loud. Like me.
15.
15. Yeah, you hear her saying something in what her version of a soft voice. You can't really hear a lot of him, a lot of grunt sounding stuff from him. And he's looked over that table that way like at least 2 or 3 times. And you've heard her say, though, that, yeah, that's them. And that Minotaur, he's got a bunch of heads hanging. And they say the lizard guy eats them too. So, you hear stuff like that. So she's been
All right. I'm
quickly
going to walk
gossiping
to
about
his table with my mannerisms the way I am. I want to sit down and be like, hi, friend.
it. And he's still eating. He looks up. She kind of walks away looking at you like, oh, and walks off. Still hadn't gave your order yet to the bar. So she kind of walks off. He looks up. Now you see a guy, he's got mud on his boots. He's got dirt on his face. Okay, we're not going to do Queen song. He's got mud on his boots, a big disgrace. And he's got a pickaxe on his shoulder, kind of hanging on the back. He's got this backpack that's, I guess it's dirt and dust kind of mixed together. His hair's a little disheveled. He doesn't smell particularly good. Some of you other guys have seen him, but no one's actually talked to him before. So, and he looks up and says, yeah, what do you need?
I just kind of look him up and down, and just based off of the information that you gave me and kind of my intuition, like, do you work the mines?
Puts down his fork, pats his back with a pickaxe. Whatever gave you that idea, friend?
I don't know. Observation, I guess. You seem
He-
oddly curious about our conversation. What can I help you with?
Me? I don't know you guys or care. I'm too busy. And he puts he lets that little tooth come out and seeing a grin, got a little gold cap on it, Working the veins. Don't have time for idle gossip. Unless
I'm gonna.
unless you know where that mine is, the cave.
I'm gonna kind of put my gauntlet hand down on the table, and he's gonna kind of see that the crystal's kind of faint glowing red a little bit. I'm gonna try to do a little intimidation check.
Roll it. Oh. But I'm too busy working my veins, and I don't have time to mess with other people's business. As you can see, I'm gonna eat here, and I've got to get up early and go. I'll be going as soon as sun's down, and I'm gonna go take a bottle up to the room, and yeah. Sorry.
I'm gonna go get up. I'm gonna nod, thank you. I'm gonna walk back to the party. I'm like, keep an eye on him. He knows where this is at.
He's eating really fast, and he's actually pushing the plate away, and he's raising his hand for the barkeep. At that time, another lady comes from behind. You see them come out of a door that's behind the bar, and she's got a little boy with her. Some of you might recognize.
It's the little boy.
It's the little boy.
Oops.
And
I just want to
he
be
looks
sure
he looks over at you
if
guys.
we-
He looks over. He looks up at his mom, and she looks at him, and he's, not paying attention.
I just want to be sure that did our conversation with Sildar ended?
No, he's still. I mean, all this is all happening at the same time. So you gotta understand that there's
Yeah.
the world didn't stop
know.
around you. We're just kind of bringing in the other factors of what's going on while you're having the conversation with Sildar about him saying, "Hey, here's the map. You guys gonna go after Gundren?" So
When I see the boy, and I gesture him to come a little closer.
and he starts to, and his mom looks at him and kind of grabs his arm and pulls him back, and he goes,
Okay. And I lean in.
"So you're gonna find Gundren."
Well, at least I plan to go. However, that excursion kind of took a lot from me today.
Well, I wouldn't
I'd
travel
prefer
there
to
tonight. Of course.
rest a little bit.
Gentlemen, the rooms are on me tonight. 2 of them. 2 rooms are on me tonight. We can put them with well, I don't know where they're staying, but don't eat. It's not my business, and I only have so much gold that we can give out from the order. So it's not like if you add people to your party, I can add that much more gold. I only
You
have
know,
another 100. Maybe I could reach out for 150, or you could give me to hold the Minotaur share, and I could help. That could help pay for the next.
no need. Fork, how was the night outside?
It actually wasn't that bad. I was gonna say I can go head back to the shack and see if Ratgore's there.
Because
Yeah,
you
that's a
know,
good idea.
I think I prefer to sleep outside today. I
Okay.
didn't like the place here. They were really bad to me, so I prefer to stay outside.
Okay, lady, ma'am, that's understandable. I'm sorry that that happened. I can talk to. I know the owner very well.
No,
If you
no,
want me
no.
to.
It had been so long I didn't sleep in a bed, and then I slept in a bed again, and it wasn't a good experience. I'll go back to outside. I'm used to it.
And you, my friend, he points to you, Auric. Do you want to sleep outside?
I mean, I don't mind a comfortable bed and a hot meal, but if everyone's going, think it's not wise to split the party. Yeah, I'll stay with them.
Okay, and I don't
But
know
I appreciate the offer.
if these people are. So are you going to? And he's looking at you two. You know, are you going to join in this expedition?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah. I think so. Right, right. Just like I think we were doing this.
I'm gonna look at Oric and Aurora. I'm like, if you don't mind having us, I think we could be of use for each other.
No,
Well,
no. Help is really
I
good.
hope that you don't mind. I did not know you guys, and I do not have a room set aside for you and you.
Oh, it's fine. We're
I
fine.
don't sleep. I trance anyways.
Yeah, I've got studying to do, so it's fine.
Well, that's all very well. Gentlemen, I am so glad. Did you have any other information from Yarno? Any other dispatches? Is there more things that can be found in the manor? And I guess more importantly, is it safe to go in there?
Well,
Well, I wouldn't say that, definitely.
there is a creature there who is eating
Creature?
the bodies.
Okay.
Kind of creature.
I don't know.
Cyclops.
It has one big eye, and it can talk into your mind. I don't know what that
Chris,
is.
we've got to go there at some point.
It's
I
definitely
have
a
to get.
Cyclops.
This
I,
was
yeah,
in
I have to
this
look.
was
I have
in
to
the
sketch this
manor,
picture.
and it's
Um,
still there.
It was under the manor. It was in the cave, but the manor goes to the cave. I don't think there is anything else there, but if you want to, if there is anything else there, I take out the master key that we took. We got that this key. Uh, uh, supposedly it opens any lock there. So if you want to,
I will take care of this and make sure the town master has it, and maybe the town can send some people to look at for this, and of
oh yeah,
course, I'd be
the
interested in anything they find in the quarters that Yarno had. Any books, dispatches. I need to report all of this back to the order.
yes, there were things there. They weren't that important to us, so we left it. I just took this.
Well, as long as it's safe, we can go back in and pick these things up. That would be most. We will go
As
tomorrow.
I said, that thing with an eye,
And it is
it's
in the
not really
manor.
safe. Yes, as I said, there's a cave under the manor. It's where they are connected. They are. That's the hideout.
So we
It's-
need to stay away from the cave. Is there a way to get to his quarters without going through the cave?
There
Yeah.
were some secret passages, but I'm not sure.
If you take the passage through the manor, you go down this flight of stairs, and if you
In
continue north
the
once
proper
again, and then
manner, in the
to
first
east,
floor.
and
And his quarters were in the
yeah,
manor or
you
below
go
the
down
manor?
the set of stairs.
Okay.
No, there's nothing much on
Below.
the manor. The manor is kind of very destroyed. It's
I'm
just
pretty sure they're gonna have
tears
to pass
down.
by food if they're gonna go to Yarno's room.
Yeah, I mean, there's that room. It's kind of open to the cave, so that's the thing.
So we need to bring muscle into the.
Probably we could have
Or
fight him, but
meat.
we didn't need to. So
I mean, the creature was not without reason. I mean, it did made us a deal. If we deliver food to it,
Then you
let
made
us
a
alone.
deal.
So
Then we can make a deal with the creature if we come across him. And okay, that sounds quite reasonable, I guess. All right,
that
I will
thing
not.
seems very that thing seemed very lazy. If I think he would like you to go around the place to bring the bodies to him.
I don't understand what you're getting at, and I think our business is concluded here for tonight. And I will.
Sure.
I have dispatches to send. This is the staff. You want me to? I can look after the staff and find out if it belongs to the order or who it belonged to. I don't know.
What? You want the staff as well?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what is it? Is it just a plain staff? It's just a glass staff. Is it?
I didn't attend to it. So, do I know anything?
Wait, you?
I know what it does. The player knows what it does, but the character does. Aurora knows what it does.
Yes, Aurora knows.
It's a protection.
Protection? Well, it might be property of the order. He did work for the order, and it would make.
yeah, I think Aurora deserved it. I mean, she did take it from him.
Are you a practitioner of magic?
No, but she is.
I mean, kind of, but sure. This thing isn't that useful for me, but
So I think I should keep it to make sure if the order, if it is property of the order, then we would pay a reward maybe, and if it's not property of the order, then I can return it to your person.
Well, we travel a lot. I travel a lot. How about that? You look for it, for the documents. If there is something, I'll take it. I'll come back here, and if it is, I'll give it to you. It's no problem.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
With your minus charisma.
Persuasion. Oh, not bad.
Well, I could see how maybe when you go look for Gundren, no offense that you are, of course, a lady of age. Of course, once again, no offense, but I could see that maybe if it gives some type of protection, that maybe that could be useful for you. I will find out, and when you return with Gundren, hopefully, then we can discuss this with the staff. So maybe it would be best for you to hold on to it to protect you so that you do come back.
Sure, thank you. I promise I will come back if I survive.
If not, I do want to be clear that the order will pay a certain amount of gold per person, and if one does not return, like this time, I do not see this minotaur. I would say that we would pay less, as it's per person. I believe that was the original agreement, per person, and he is not here. So I truly think I should have maybe kept that portion of the gold until said person comes and demands delivery as his part. Maybe he is sleeping somewhere or gnawing on bones.
You know what?
Anyway,
Sure. If you are um, Eric, why don't you leave the Hector's part with him? We already got a lot of gold there. We don't need that much gold. If it will be easier for Record to come here than to us to find him. It is a chance. So it's better to
it's
leave
an
it with him.
excellent suggestion by the lady. Aurora was your name?
Yes.
Excellent suggestion. If you don't mind, I'll take the 100 gold back from that pile, and I will hold on to it till when you find Rakgor and what do you say, friend Ulrich?
I'm not so keen of that idea. I think we better hold it on for now. We are
I
looking
think
for him.
I would.
I
think
mean,
you would
I don't
say
know
that.
if I would be. I don't know if I'd be excited if what did you guys say he was? Um, um, uh, that a big
Minotaur.
scary guy with a bunch of heads.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I'd be if I
Minotaur.
would want to hold on to the gold of somebody who would kind of want to demand that back, especially if you don't know where he's
This
been.
lady makes a very good point. I think, hey, the gold's already been given. You make
plus
sure you give
they
it
might
to
be
him, and he
surprised,
has no reason to look for me. Yes, our business has concluded, and I must go make my dispatches, gentlemen. Um, I believe this gentleman, he points to you, Drist. I believe he was paying the round, and I did not order. I have paid my own food. So if you don't mind, you do have the money, and you did not want to take the inn. So we're good here. And please come back and find me. I will be in my table every afternoon here. After, of course, I do my work and maybe clean out this manor. But I will be here in the afternoon. If you find Gundren, please return with him post haste, and then our business will be concluded. Yes, thank you. And he gets up.
Just to be sure,
Yes.
he refused the gold. Is that it?
Yes. Yeah. You're talking off roll.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he definitely. She gave him a good thought, a nice little scary image of having Rakgor looking for gold to him by himself, and yeah, with all those heads
Okay.
hanging, yeah, in his mall, yeah.
Just that Aurora really doesn't care about money that much. So
Well, yeah.
okay.
Generally speaking, everybody else you've been in contact during this adventure does care, even the good people.
Oh, I know Ulrich does care about a lot of money. He took
that is true.
How much money do you have? You have almost. I think
has
he
a
has
lot.
like 500
Well, if he's
gold
carrying
already.
the chest around with him,
Yeah,
which is
I
really
mean,
interesting.
no, I just took the coin. The chest is there. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
that's
kinda,
right.
like,
Y'all left
keeping
all the other
tabs
stuff.
on
You
the.
just put it in a big sack. Well, you're Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Jingles, as everywhere you go, there's a bunch of coin. And hey, you're gonna go, I
Yeah.
guess, hide outside and put it in your little camp, I guess.
So we get 100
So he
gold
walks
each.
away, by the way. And food
before
is
he
brought.
walks away completely,
Food
Aaron's
brought.
gonna tap him on the shoulder and say, like, if you get that creature and you kill it, save me the bones. I want to research it.
The
thanks.
Bones.
And she just turns around.
Drist is gonna
You
shake his head.
were made, I believe, to be with these people. And he walks away and looks back and hurries his pace and walks out the door.
I was gonna look at them. I'm like, I hate frugal people.
And the cheese and bread and a plate of meats are brought to the table. And Elsa, by the way, if you remember her name from a previous episode, says, so. And it's too bad there's no gum invented here because she would be smacking on that gum. But, you know, you can imagine it in your mind. She's smacking on the gum. And she says, another round of mead?
No, thank you.
Where
Thank
did he
you.
go off to? He usually stays till the nighttime.
Oh, he went to go get me some bones.
Bones.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Oh, just don't worry about it. Just some bones.
Bones. Strange folk coming through here lately. No more drinks?
No.
Do you want me to get your
No, I'm
tab?
good.
Hello? Someone's got to pay the tab.
Oh, what'd you
Yeah.
say?
I'll find
Sure.
I
out.
didn't
I'll be
order
back.
anything. So, what exactly are you two looking for?
Well, first, a map. I've heard that there's something going on at this place, and it's got so much magical energy, and I just need to research it. Like, I just need to figure out what is going on there. And she just like starts completely rambling. And yeah, I heard you guys were doing some hero things, and we heard about Gundren and the map. So we're hoping that you guys can we can help each other out, maybe.
Oh, the map was with Gendron, so
And how about you, Fred? And I turn to Tris. What do you get to win in this situation?
Oh, me and Aaron, we go back. We attended the same school of. He looks at her. Magic. Together. I think that this source that we are trying to discover and understand might be able to provide me some answers to some stuff that I am dealing with.
you know what? We also took other things from there. I if you since you were since you agreed to help us with finding Gendron, I'll take out the two scrolls that we found there. I know one is a charm person, and the other I don't know what it is. So, but they are magic people. They would know.
Can I do an Arcana check on that other scroll?
You don't have to. You could just kind of look at it if you want to see the two scrolls.
Yeah, okay.
If it's he's giving it to you, you're a sorcerer, are you not?
I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah.
It'd probably be better for Aaron.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
gonna take it.
So, there was a yes. Oh. So one of the scrolls is charm person. The other one is fireball.
Ooh,
Can't cast it yet,
Very nice.
but
that's a good one.
that's a good
Oh
one.
yeah, we can only cast scrolls even from the level we could cast, right?
Well,
Is that it that you're saying? I don't have experience with scrolls.
well, you know, if you want to see, the problem with using a scroll is if you just cast from the scroll, when the scroll's done,
Scroll's gone.
it's
Yeah.
gone.
But if
If
you're a
you-
wizard,
But if you're a
Scribe it into
wizard-
your spell book,
Oh,
then
yes,
you
I
keep
forgot about
the
that.
spell forever, which is probably a better deal, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that would
So-
definitely be better for her because all my stuff is innate. So she can jot that little bad boy down in her book.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Let's-
when she gets
let's wait.
to level 3 spells, she will have Fireball. She doesn't have to add it. It's like a freebie. So she can add something else, like Lightning Bolt or whatever else she wants. So she's getting a free Fireball, and she's getting a free Charm Person, which I believe she could use now. But you
So
will
she
take...
looks at the scrolls and it's just like, can I have these?
It's I really don't have use for them. We don't have use for them. It's up to you. As I said, it's a present of gratitude for helping.
I'm so excited.
The gesture is appreciated, and we are glad to be of help where we can be.
Yeah, we
Like I said, I
appreciate
think
the
our-
need as well.
I think,
I believe this adventure is very rewarding for wizards.
well, I think our interests do align, and like I said, I think we will all benefit from this.
All right. Let me take a look at my list of to-do list. We also.
By the way,
were-
what's Furka doing all this time?
Yeah, he's been very silent this whole time.
I was like, I've been really tempted to just kind of see if I can skulk my way out of the tavern and make my way to the shack.
You could at any time you
He's
want.
having.
Would
he's
that
having
be
human
a
reflux.
sneaking out? Sneaking out
Yeah.
like you do? Roll stealth.
What I do
Let me see everyone's passive perception.
doesn't matter.
And
Oh,
Another? Are you kidding me?
It's what I do.
Jeez, every time you do stealth, if it's not a 20, it's an 18 or 19. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah.
My perception check is horrible.
Okay.
But my passive perception's 13.
So you guys never even noticed that Furka's gone. When did he leave? Who knows? Where did he go? Who knows? Does he really exist? Who knows? These questions and more next week on Lost Mine of Phandelver. So,
He's like Batman.
so you wait. So, how long ago did you do this?
Oh man, that would have been a while.
Because you were talking. I heard you say something about it last time you had a moment to speak, and so we will say that that was 30 minutes ago at least. So you kind of got bored with the conversation, walked out.
Oh,
No
too
one saw you
people-y
leave.
for me.
The door didn't even make a sound as you went through it. And you made your way back to the shack. Kind of the lean-to, if you remember, right? It's kind of the half building that's
Falling
still
down half
standing.
shack.
And no Rack Gore.
If I remember right, Ulrich knows where it's at, so I just sit down and start making camp like I do.
Ulrich does know where it's at. And
Yeah, I just turn around and I say, "Oh shit, he did it again," and and I lead everyone back to the shack.
wait, right now it's not needed. So,
so hold on, Aurora.
I'll.
Half an hour ago, while you were talking, Furka made his way back and hears someone making sounds so that you hear them approaching, like kind of deja vu, right?
Yeah.
And you hear a little from outside that sounds very familiar.
Ah, welcome, welcome.
Well, I saw you returned, and I'd heard about the accomplishments that you had. Well done, well done.
Ah,
And
thank
you
you.
recognize the half elf, silver haired guy that had spoken with you before. And so, did you smite them all out?
As far as I'm aware, they're all gone. At least what was underneath that manor. You wouldn't have happened to have seen that Minotaur come through here.
Well, um, I generally stay kind of busy, but I did notice that I did see him with some um, new acquisitions hanging from his belt. Curious lad, um, scary fellow, would not want
Yes.
to anger him. He is on the side of righteousness, yes, kind of, somewhat.
I'm not 100% sure. He's kind of, yeah, he kind of followed along, but I mean, what is the lizard folk doing here as well?
Well, you never know. I have seen others of your kind before, but
Oh,
not in these parts. It was in my younger years. But anyway, um, he took to the south and to the west. I don't know
hmm.
if he's hanging around town, but I did see him. I was not, well, old habits and all of that, right? I saw
Well,
him. I saw when you guys were coming into town, and I saw him take his leave without you guys seeing, and dart off to the south. And I decided to. I mean, he is an interesting fellow, so I followed for a while, and he seemed to have gone south a while, and then break off to the west. And I figured it was best for me to not inquire more and head
no,
back.
probably not.
I figured, as you are more of a woodsy type as that I would discuss with you when I had a feeling you would come back here.
Ah, yes.
Sometimes these soft beds are strange for us, are they not?
It's much nicer out here under the stars.
The stars are the best roof. Aye. So, what are you going to do next?
Well, I'm not 100% sure. The rest of my friends should be coming here, and we will discuss that matter. They may want to take off to the south and see where our Minotaur friend has gone, but he just kind of up and left.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes, I saw on the stream. Um. So the you know, um, I am part of an order called the Order of the Gauntlet, and we seek to protect those who cannot protect themselves. And
Hmm.
maybe you would be interested in joining this. I heard you saved the widow. Well, your group saved the widow
That is what we do. It
and
wouldn't
her
be a bad.
children. That
Yes.
is something that the Order of the Gauntlet likes to. It's very good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind finding a place to settle my scales.
Well put. Um, that is the first time I have had it put to me that way. But yes, yes. Um, so you do believe in honor and vigilance?
Yes. Everyone should have their own chance at surviving,
What a
if you
great
will.
word, that one. Yes. um, so, would you like to join?
I would not be opposed, but I don't know what you would do about the rest of the folks I am traveling with.
Well, the Minotaur is not. I don't believe order quality. The human seems to have a. I am not opposed to a good drink. You know, I'm making some drinks of my orchard. As I know that you are snooping around, but yes, I believe that I don't know if he also would be interested, but the strange lady, I don't know about that one, but if you
I
think,
don't think I don't think Aurora and him met.
yeah, but he's seen your group. And so you can speak with him, and if you're willing, I can give you a paper that, if anyone asks, would say that you have the rank of Cheval in the
Hmm.
Order of the Gauntlet, and I can sign it myself, and the Order knows who I am.
I would be interested. I may say something to the rest on passing in conversation.
Well,
But
I will bring two documents in case your friend, the human fighter, is
yes.
was he worthy of his sword?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, he does like his money, but he does seem an honorable sort.
Well, that is he has the soldier's gait, if you know what I mean.
I
Yeah. So I will come back in the evening. You will hear me with the hoot of an owl, so that you know I'm not a danger approaching. I know that you will be vigilant. So I will return, and if he's interested, then I will give two dispatches, and if not, we'll just give one. Let it be
all right.
said, by the way, if you guys are interested, I don't know what your plans are, but there is. I will come back with something else when you're with your group. I'll come back in a few hours when the moon is
Sounds
brighter.
sounds well. They should be here by then. But we did come in with the old lady, and if we are to follow her, we should be heading off to some sort of cave or castle of some sort.
Hmm. Castles, huh? Interesting. Well,
You're
I
looking
have
for one of
something
her
else of
friends.
interest. I will discuss with you later. I'll
Yes,
be back.
I'll see you then.
Yes. Good afternoon. And or evening now. And he walks out. You notice this time when he walks out and he gets out of your sight, you don't hear him. His footsteps. So
I can't listen for. I want to see if I can listen for him.
roll it. You're rolling against me now. I mean,
I know.
you know. All right.
I'm gonna look.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Come on, dice. Don't fail me. Ah! I gotta show you this one.
No.
So as he walks out, he gets on the. As he walks out and he makes his way, you can tell he's trying to be stealthy, and then you hear something like a misstep and like a trip. And he says, you hear like someone mutter, he was doing good until he kind of tripped over a stone. And, he is not quite the youth that he was. once upon a time. He's up in his age. He does have gray hair. So, But
Time
hey,
gets us all.
he was being stealthy in his mind. But only
I'll
in
let
his
him
mind.
believe he was.
Yeah, you heard him definitely take off towards the orchard and trip over a stone and curse under his breath. All right. So while all that's happening, that was very unheroic. What are you guys doing after you eat your bread and cheese and some meats, some kind of stringy meats?
Well, we had a lot of things to do before going to the Red Brands, and we didn't do all of them. Aside from talking to the boy, there was also a shop that to tell them that their things are in the Goblin Cave. But aside that, I think I would just like to rest.
I think first of all we need to. I think I turn to them and say, well, Furka did it again. I mean, he just stormed off, but I think I know where he went to, and I start to lead him towards the shack. And
Wait,
if I
so
can,
you've walked out
yeah,
the
I would like,
tavern? You've walked out the inn?
yeah, yeah.
That's it. We
First,
should
I would
talk
like
to the boy
to
first.
see if I can talk to the boy.
Well, first off, there are two people sitting there. Well, one sitting and one standing. And secondly, Elsa sees you get up and walks over and says, "Hey, 12 silver. You're not leaving without paying 12 silver?"
So do I have-
Okay, sure, yeah, I'll pay them.
Pay it for real. Too bad
So
DMs
you
can't check
guys-
like deducting gold. We will have accounting come in and check you later. No. So 12 silver. Take it off. And the tip,
Yep.
if you like the service, even if you didn't. No tip.
I think so.
You seem to have,
Yeah, I think 12 silver.
you seem to be jingling quite a lot.
Yeah, I know. Health potions are expensive.
So Elsa's working her ass off here.
Not sure.
Yeah, I remember giving you a handsome tip last time.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast, baby. I mean, you know, a handsome young guy like you with all that big sack of coins. I am getting in my golden years.
Okay, what do you guys have to say? Trish?
I'm trying to learn this system. I'm trying to deduct the silver now.
Okay. How about you, Larry? Do you like
Wait, it's only
system?
12 silver for the whole tab, not everyone.
Yeah, I just paid that everyone.
He paid it. He paid it.
Oh, okay. Well, much appreciated. Even though I ordered it, that's my fine.
That's okay.
Now that he has a lot of money. I'm not saying anything.
Still standing there with the hand out.
I just reach out and I thank you again for your service. I really appreciate it. And I turn towards the boy. He's still with his mom.
They actually went back behind the door again. He tried to come out and she pulled him back in. You might say she's trying to avoid him talking to you guys. I wonder what that's about.
Well, I could go there. I still have one use of wild shape, but I think that would be not very good. Not a good impression.
Uh, he, he's Pip's friend, right? He's not Peter.
I don't know. What? You were sound pixeled out. I guess we'll use the proper scientific term, garbled audio. Try again.
Try again.
You rolled a
the
1
little
on
boy.
your audio. What?
The little boy, the one that showed us the cave.
Yes, Pip.
He was
Pip.
Pip's friend, right?
Pip.
Okay.
Wait, you mean Pip's friend?
Yeah, the one that showed us the cave.
Yeah, well, he
Or
doesn't
is it
live
Pip?
here.
Oh, okay.
He who
Okay.
told you he was going to meet you there is Pip.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Off roll, I had no idea that was already somebody's name before I named my rat Pip.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's kind of funny though.
I had in mind his name was Pippin.
Not Pippin. No, that's let's not get our stories confused here. You know, that dang peregrine took. Fool of a took. Throw yourself in next time. All right. Thank you. Mr. Tolkien will pay me some royalties for that. If you haven't read it, read it. Peter Jackson. Sorry, I'm only talking about the book. There's a new version coming out, by the way. I don't know why, but there is. If Amazon paid me, I'd talk about the new show coming on Amazon. But they're not paying me yet. Jeff Bezos,
Okay.
I'm coming for you. Okay.
Oh,
So,
Do you remember
I
the
thought-
time we said we were gonna meet with the boy there?
in the morning?
No, I mean it's already morning. It's already afternoon.
It's evening
Please,
now. It is
No, but-
evening
but-
now.
he's already here. He's here.
So that's the
It
thing.
was the one that was going to meet us.
Yes, not
So it
his
was
friend.
today. It was supposed to be today,
That is
but
correct.
we went out early.
That is correct.
But so we are just trying to talk to him to not let him go alone because there is no need anymore.
I mean, you probably could come up with a way to do it if you wanted to.
You know what? I prefer to get in trouble than to let him be unsafe. I'm gonna talk to his mother.
Oh. And how are you planning to do this?
Isn't she around?
She is not. You saw her go
Okay,
back through that door. Remember, her husband
the
is
bar-
the one behind the bar.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay. Meanwhile, what's everybody else doing? Because I know that Ulrich was walking towards the door. What is Aaron and Driss doing?
That's a good question. So you're going towards the barkeep?
Aurora is.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Aurora.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pick up Pip,
Yeah,
and if there's
mhm.
any leftover cheese, I'm gonna like put it in my pouch.
Okay.
Just
You have a wedge of cheese
I'm
in your
going to go
pouch.
as well. I want to talk with boy.
Okay. So you're all going?
I follow Aaron. So.
Okay. So everyone's coming. And Toblin, as you remember, he's a kind of youngish human male. Short, not very tall. Has decent sized arms. So it looks like he's done some hard work. But he has calloused hands, not from hard work, but from water of washing over and over mugs. and things. And he sees you approaching and says, "Hello, hello."
Hi. I
Yes,
believe just to be sure that the boy that comes here around he's your son, right?
you mean Pip?
Yes, that's him. That's him.
That's my boy. Yeah.
Yes. So earlier, he came to us and
Wait,
he
wait. What?
yes, we were here earlier.
He puts down what he's doing.
And he talked to us. He told us about these secret entrance to the um, to the
My
cave.
young boy Pip.
Yes. I just want to talk to you that he wanted to uh, help us find the Red Branch hideout.
My little
And
boy Pip.
yes, and he said that he would meet us there. I just want to tell him to not go because we already went there.
He,
I
he
just
was
want
gonna
to
meet you where?
to be safe in the woods.
In the woods.
Please,
My
please,
little
be
boy.
sure your kid is safe. Yes. He's
Uh-huh.
running around at what seems.
This is awkward.
I want him to
Elsa!
be safe.
Elsa! Come watch the bar.
Oh no.
And he goes through the
Thank
door
you.
and you hear,
Boy,
"Get your ass over here!" And you can kind of hear it,
Not
you
you,
know.
Pip. Not you.
And
not you.
then you hear a female voice and you hear Pip, "Pa?" And you hear some cursing that we won't repeat. And
That's not good for raising a
Elsa
kid.
comes behind the bar, and Elsa leans toward the door and looks around.
I'm
What
not
did you
surprised.
tell him? What you told Oblin?
You're probably gonna learn it sooner or later.
Well, you could always help me telling me now. Then again, you guys are cheap.
Might want to give that boy that rod of protection.
Not that useful for parenting.
Well, I don't know what you said, but if you're not buying any drinks, there's no reason for you to hang out by the bar. It's not like you're tipping.
Yes, I just wanted to tell him that
What? What did you
if
tell him?
anything has anything to do,
What did you tell him?
we could leave now.
Whatever. Go away. All right. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. All right. Goodbye.
Your
Non-tipping.
boy really helped us out earlier. He showed us ways of, well, helping the city. So we really appreciate it. And I put a gold coin in her hand, and I say,
That's not
"Here,
his
for you too."
mother.
Is this an Elsa?
Yes, that's Elsa, just the mermaid.
Well,
One that you didn't tip.
I'll take this.
Take the go back. Take the go back. Oh, no, you ain't getting that back.
The
Yeah.
little boy's
She
not
put it
there.
in her
His father.
nether regions.
Is
The,
it
her
his father
her
over there?
superior nether regions. Well, okay. So you are more than a sweet face. All right. Well, you guys come back then, I guess.
And I asked him to the father to give to the boy.
Father's not
So I
there.
really appreciate it.
Father went into the back room, kind of probably where they live.
Yeah, he was very hasty.
So, what are you doing? You just standing at the bar?
That was what I wanted to do here. before
Definitely.
sleeping, I guess. Yeah, just going back to work, I guess, for now.
All right, so you start
And
working your way
rest.
out. Everyone follows Aurora?
I mean, I'm following Ulrich because Aurora doesn't know where that shack is.
Or Ulrich, what are you doing?
Actually, I should know.
Yeah,
this.
I'll lead them to the
Went
shack.
there. Oh, no, yeah,
You
she
guys
went
follow
there.
these guys?
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going.
It's just
You know where
place
they're going?
where
Well, it's going to be better here in the next few minutes because this is really awkward, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to hear that boys beating through these walls. So I'm following them.
So
That's probably a good.
as you guys leave here, as you look on the map, let me do a little double click. As you leave here, you go across that plaza. You see that arch of good luck to the right hand side. You cross it. You go into some grass that's a little bit higher elevation. Not much. It's not like a hill, but it is a little bit higher, which probably explains like when it rains in this town how the trails get all muddy as it there's a lot of higher elevated places that are green and this poor road just is in constant disrepair. All the dirt. You cross there, and you find yourselves approaching these kind of halfway of a house structure with half of a roof and half walls. That Ulrich takes you to. Ulrich, are you making yourself known as you come? Are you guys trying to be stealthy or anything?
No particular reason.
Furka, you hear a bunch of people coming. What do you do? Why are you stealthing? Finally, a bad
because
roll.
that's what it does.
You must be muted, Furka. I mean, I know you're trying to stealth, so you want to be quiet.
There
but
we
you're being
go.
so quiet that we can't hear you either, even off roll.
No, all I know is that people are coming, so I'm gonna kind of slink off, hide, and see who comes.
Okay,
They're not making themselves known.
While you do that, I must say that passive perception, Aaron, Aurora. I'm sorry, everybody. You notice that Furka's trying to hide. Just you did notice Furka trying to hide. All of you did. Even Ulrich.
I mean,
We'll
that's
set
not.
up a campsite.
That's not something new.
Why is he hiding?
It's safer. It likes to be safe. He's
We
a
can-
survivalist.
We know you're there. You don't have to hide.
It's just
I don't know I'm here.
We can see your
It's
trail.
just as for
Yeah.
All right.
If it wasn't for the trail, that stench, we could smell it from the tavern anyway. So
I need to wash the people off of me.
Oh, God.
So it's nighttime, by the way, now. And now everyone's together. And you're in this kind of once upon was a kind of shelter house, whatever, that has been not really used in God only knows how many years. It was stone, which remember, for those of you who didn't get the full description of the town in episode 3 or whatever it was, or 4, most of the structures are actually made of wood, and the older ruins, the older walls that surrounded the city and the town that are on the outskirts, and some of the ruined buildings were all of stone, but very old stone. And it seems like this town's been kind of built on the fly over the years. as people have come back to living here, amongst the older ruins, that's what most of these stone structures are, is the older buildings that were from before the current town has been put up. And this is more of a old west type town, right? That gets just, hey, there's gold in them mountains and in them hills, right? And everybody comes and they just make a bunch of houses out of wood real quick. That's kind of what this town is like. But there is a number of broken down stone structures. There is a wall that's like half built now, half broken down, old stone wall that's like on the way outside perimeter. The town is not that big, but it shows that probably at one time it was much larger. And so there's some ruins there that include this building that you are now in that does not have but half a roof and half a walls. Old stones, old stones that are green, tinged with a little bit of mole and I was gonna say algae, but obviously it's not algae. There's no algae here. But you know how when it rains a lot and things get, you do get like a greenish, brownish tinge to the stone. And that's kind of what you see. But it looks like at one time, hey man, I don't know who built this, but they were pretty good. It could have been aliens. If I had hair and I'd stuck it straight up, it was aliens. Yeah. So just imagine the meme, but who knows? Once upon a long ago, someone had some really good architecture and they made some really good ruins. And it's only half there now. So, and Forka, who was pretending to hide. You're in there. What do you do?
Well, that was a long day. Time kind of went fast, but
I asked Burka if he found any sign of wreck.
Sadly, no, he was not here. But he may have traveled off to the southwest.
well,
Did you see his back? I mean,
I haven't gone out and looked for any yet. Let's say I have word. You might meet him here later.
to be honest, I think it's if he wants to go on his own, I think it is good. He was very strong, yes, but he was a little mm, I don't know if I was very
Rash?
keen on him. Uh, it's just I'm not into the whole eating people. I know you do as well. That's not the thing. The problem is that he was very
I think we have
open
me
about
and him
it.
had different reasons for doing so.
Yes, that's what it seems.
Burka has better table manners.
I mean,
Kristen and I don't have to eat people to be a part of the party, right?
no,
No.
that's not mandatory.
Okay.
You don't have to.
I'd
You can.
rather not.
I only eat berries.
It's not frowned upon, I believe.
Actually,
It definitely is where I come from.
Yeah, I definitely just choked on my vape.
actually, I still have one spell slot.
Goblins don't taste good, by the way.
I get another round of good berries to eat.
So you're gonna eat some
Let's
more good
see.
berries?
Just to share if anyone wants the berry. I don't have anything else to do it today, so I'm just eating. I probably have eaten before, but
I was like
just to share.
stress eating.
If anyone else wants it, technically, I'm not hungry because I've already eaten the berries today. But
Did
I mean-
did Brad said anything before he left? I mean, to any of you?
not to me.
No?
Oh,
I'm
I
wondering if he kind of wandered off to go take care of one of those matters we heard about in the woods.
I see.
oh. If he does, I'll give him an apology.
So, anything else that anyone wants to discuss?
Oh,
No, I'm good.
um,
I
That's
don't
right
think-
for now.
I'll
I don't
just
think Drist and I really like explained like what our characters look like at all. I think we missed that.
yeah. Actually, we also didn't explain the appearance of ours to yours, but
That's probably
All right. I'm going to go jump
But
out
that-
the window here and kill
Yeah.
myself because that was terrible. I was
I'll
supposed
just
to.
say that.
But you just jumped right into
Yeah.
talking. You kind of just
yeah, we
jumped
Yeah.
right in. So, we're going to go. So now that you're in this ancient, halfway built, ruined building, what do they see when they see you, Drist? Starting with you.
All right, so you see kind of a tall, slender, high elf, got kind of a light complexion, black hair that kind of stands out, golden eyes from the sun elf heritage, you would assume. You'll notice that like he's garnished in like red high elf noble robes. He comes from a noble family. And you will notice that he has a claw or like a gauntlet on his right hand that's infused with a red draconian crystal. With him being a sorcerer, like all his magic is innate. At one point, when he was in his studies, he pretty much, in a sense, self-imploded his hand. And so the archmages of the what did you call it, Aaron?
the conclave of Silvery Moon.
Yeah. So while there, they pretty
Are
much got
you
it.
sharing this information with them?
Yeah.
Because this
So
is a
pretty much-
physical description, not a background description. That would cause you to go into role playing and actually sit down and tell people about your past if that's something you want to do.
Can do that in the camp.
Yeah. I guess we'll do a little campfire setting since
True. Make the
we're new
campfire.
to trying to.
All right. One time at
There's the
one time
campfire.
at band camp, we were in Phandalin, and
We won't talk about the flute, but
oh,
So you got a route of protection.
Yeah,
Jeez.
all the cool kids are doing it. So, anyways, I went to cast a fireball and ended up tearing a rift and causing sort of a small supernova. And it took several archmages to contain the energy field, but I lost the use of my hand in the process. And so the archmages brought in an artificer to craft like this gauntlet, and they infused a draconian crystal with some elvish runes onto the gauntlet that I use as an arcane focus to kind of help channel some of the wild magic that comes out of my body. There's still some surges. I'm very apprehensive about using my magic, just because I don't have control over the surges yet. But the gauntlet, in a sense, acts as an arcane focus for me to channel it.
okay.
Very interesting.
Aaron.
Do you think it's better
What?
for me to stay away from you
Oh,
or closer?
I was gonna smile like, why don't you come a little bit closer and find out?
Not.
I'm very chaotic good. I'm very curious. My intentions are good. The outcomes might not always be so good. Aaron, to tell you, you'll get used to it.
some of our experiments haven't exactly gone
So please tell
well.
them what they see with you,
Yes.
and then you
So
can share what you would
Erin,
like to share.
yeah, you can tell that Erin's kind of uncomfortable right now. She's got like very deep blue robes on. And with like she's got like this big scarf that kind of goes around and is almost like a hood, and Pip, her rat familiar, kind of sits on her shoulder and will kind of nuzzle in between the scarf and stuff. She has like black hair that's always kind of pulled into a high ponytail, but she has a bunch of like loose strands that always get in her face. She kind of has to like blow them out of the way. She's got like blue eyes, and she wears glasses that are kind of like always falling down. And yeah, she's just very like the environment is not the kind of environment that Erin is used to by any means. She's very used to kind of a little bit fancier places. So being in a kind of a ruined shack per se is not her forte. So yeah. And we went to school together. So Erin will kind of share a little bit about that.
She's a rebel child. I just kind of follow around.
Yeah.
Good to know. Very talented kids.
Are you going to? I mean, you are sharing at a campfire, and since they don't know you guys, I guess this is a chance for you to once again explain your characters and what you would like to share during this marshmallow roasting event that you're having without marshmallows. I mean, you could roast. Probably there are some random body parts that I'm sure Furker's probably carrying around. If you wanted to roast some of those, or good berries, you could roast good berries. So, Aurora, please let them know, let the new people know about your character and whatever you'd like to share while they're
Okay.
sharing their stuff.
Worst case scenario, I could hunt something out of the woods.
Well, okay, my connection is kind of flimsy, but is everyone hearing me? Well,
We hear you great.
okay. So Aurora is she doesn't have a lot of special. An old lady. She's not. She's kind of short, I guess, or average, somewhere between. Kind of skinny. She wear a lot of very just a little bunch of hags around. Long hair. She has a kind of layer of dirt around her whole thing. She's very dirty. And she walks around with her staff as a walking stick. Now she has two. And she doesn't like to talk much about her past. So that's just it.
Okay.
She's just here looking for a friend. She
Kind of
has
picturing that grandmother that beats her grandchildren with the broom in the house when they get out of hand.
maybe. I would like to do that to Rekor a lot, but he's kind of hard to deal with. He's not the one you can do that. And she is friends with Genjin, and that's why she wants to find him because she has a friend, and that's it.
Furka. When they see Furka, and if Furka is going to actually share anything with anyone, please.
Well, I mean, it's simply put, I'm like a 6'3", just straight black scaled lizard folk, steel gray eyes. Mostly I keep myself hooded, and yeah, I'm hooded all the time. But I come from a far land down south. If you Chol if you're familiar, and I did not get along with my tribe down there. So I have made my own way out into the world to see if I could find a place to somewhere that I belong, if you will. But yeah, that's mainly how I became a hunter out throughout the woods. That's what I do. That's why I stay in a shack.
Ulrich?
Okay, so you guys see this medium height human, short dark hair, kind of like an unkept beard. He's wearing like armor and shield that maybe had seen better days. Um, in his belt, he has like this brand new silver sword that we took from the Red Band's hideout, but he still carries the old sword with him in the bag. Um, yeah, I mean, he has this military pass, as far as you know, and in the moment that we see him when he met the others, he was looking for this band of outlaws that were from his previous from his company, uh, and he's trying to find them after his village was destroyed after an orc raid. So, as far as you know, he's still looking for his friends, this band of uh, deserters, and that's it.
Okay. So, now that everyone's, let's say, another couple of hours went by, and you hear not just Forka, but others that y'all have pretty good passive perception. Most everyone, like 14 or whatever. Um, and you hear a hoot of an owl. Ooh, ooh.
Ah, you guys will meet our friend now. I think it's only me and Ratgor who've met him.
That is correct.
Strange sounding owl.
Anyone, you say anything else? Or and then you hear
Welcome, welcome.
thank you. And you see
Hey.
once again this half elf with long silver hair tied into like a ponytail, guy with scar on his face. Definitely looks like someone who has seen quite a few adventures. Comes around the corner and says, "Good evening. I am back." And he has two parchments in his hands. And he says, Furka, was it? Yes.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
Here is your.
Thank you.
And can you introduce me to your friends? I assume the Minotaur has not returned. No.
No, we have not seen of him. I do not know where he went.
Yes.
Almost worry for him, but he is a big fella.
I also have a bag for you, and he hands over a bag, a small little sack. It's not really
Well,
heavy.
I'll just hold on to it for now.
Okay.
I mean, you've seen us, so you know this is Ulrich and Aurora.
Well,
And
I've seen some of you. I haven't seen these two.
yes, these two are fairly new.
I am the Aaron.
Hello.
I just give him a slight nod.
Okay. You are arcanists?
Yes.
Something like that.
Interesting. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know. Is this a group now?
For now,
Hmm.
We have mutual interests.
Have you spoken with the other gentlemen? And he points at Ulrich.
No, I have not. We actually, since these two are just came along, we've been getting to know them.
Ah, yes. Hmm. Interesting. I don't know if you guys are what your plans are in this town. If you're looking to become miners or you're looking for this, like everyone else, this lost mine. But I do have a task if you're interested. He's looking at you,
Sort of
Furka.
test.
He's looking at Furka.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, sure they could hear it out. What would you like of us first?
Well, there's there is this old well outside of town. That's
Mhm.
it's northeast of here. Um, and there have been people digging around. You know, everyone's looking for this damn cave and all the mines. And well, you know, it has been. I have heard through certain sources that there have been miners, prospectors that have said that there's some ruins there, 2 days march from here to the northeast. That there's this. It's there was an old. Do you know about the ruins here?
No, we're fairly new.
Well, long ago, before even my time, I'm not that old, but before my time, there was an old, ancient, magical empire called the Netheril, and this Netheril had this old, ancient watchtower, and well, everything in this area was part of the Netheril, and the elves had a lot of dangerous magic in this area, and the orcs, of course, they had their wars and everything. And as you can see, well, maybe the building that you were in once housed some of the Netheril. Once again, this was before my time, but you know, they say that there has been sightings of undead near this well and this watchtower.
Mm.
So, you know,
Would it be about the same whereabouts that we heard about a banshee out in the woods?
well, I don't know about the banshee, but definitely this well has, this area has been cited. It's causing some people to talk in town, and you know, you did take care of the red brands very quite well. So look, my farm is here. I am no longer going on adventures, but I like this area, and I hope to live quite some time longer. And if people came here that were of a type that can help clean the area so that families can prosper and miners can prosper, and maybe once again someone builds stone buildings here, um, and maybe I'd have more customers for my orchard. You know, as you'll see in the bag that I've given you, my apples are pretty damn good. But anyway, you know what they say about apples, an apple a day. You know, something or
Keeps
other.
the cleric away.
Yeah, very. That was very sly. Inspiration from the DM. And so you know, if you're looking for that type of thing to help clear it out, it would be much appreciated. And of course, the order would be, you know what I mean. The order would be appreciative as well.
I look at the rest. Would it be on our way up to? Where is this place? This cave we are going to? Which direction?
The cave, we don't know, but the next thing we have here is for this Cragmaw Castle. It is northeast.
Oh, well, Well-
Yes.
Uh,
Excellent.
the gods have shined upon us. You must have gave a coin at the Shrine of Luck. Well, then if it's on your way, I mean,
I have no qualms about taking it. What say the rest of ye?
I kind of look at Aaron.
I've never seen a banshee.
It might
I've read
be-
about them, but I would, I think
I know. You wondered.
Well, I haven't heard any talking about anyone wailing at night or banshees. I thought they just said
He
undead.
say
But
apparently he's talking about we need to talk to the one keeping the shrine if you want to hear about the banshee.
okay.
well, I don't know
Might be
anything
worth
about
looking.
that. So, I will be making my way. Enjoy the apples, huh? Pretty damn good.
Thank you.
And your name again was, and he's looking at you, Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Ulrich. I am
I was like,
Darren.
would I be able to pull both of them off to the side?
Yes, please, gentlemen, if you don't mind, ladies, and you, sir, if we can, I would like to speak
Fancy
with these
hand, man.
gentlemen outside.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I know I said afuera, but Spanish is coming back to me. Elves, we speak Spanish. Claro que sí. And he takes you guys outside. I don't know why the Spanish came to me. And he pulls you out, walks a little bit down the path, towards his farm a little bit, looks out there and says, in the moonlight, it's a nice farm, isn't it not?
Pretty nice orchard.
Well, you can
Yeah.
almost smell it from here. Sweet, sweet smell.
Make
Well-
some cider out of them apples.
Yeah, I did not bring you that, but maybe after you clear and you come back, I break out my special stock. It's not for going on adventure the next day type cider, if you know what I mean. But hey, have you spoken with your friend at all?
No, not with the newcomers.
Yes, okay. Friend Ulrich, I am a longtime member of an order called the Order of the Gauntlet, and we're throughout the Forgotten Realms. The realms that we actually remember. I don't know why they call them Forgotten Realms. Those are forgotten. I don't know, but I don't think we actually refer to them as Forgotten Realms. I don't know how the people refer to them. I only read the books about Dritz. So in these lands, we have in the kingdom especially, we have this order seeking out honor and vigilance, helping people who are repressed, or helping towns like this one, right? This town has potential, but then people come like these red brands, and they try to rough people up, and so we need certain persons of honor to virtuous persons, of course, virtuous, to help root out these unsavory likes and allow towns like this to prosper, which, if the town prospers, then the areas, the region prospers, the empire. Well, I don't care that much about governments, to be honest, but do you understand, right? Someone has to stand up to raiders and thieves and protect people like the elderly woman that is with you, right? I mean, she's kind of, you know, older than I am, I believe. And
I get what you mean, but she can fend for herself. But
well,
carry on.
that's wonderful. So, would you be interested in joining like your friend here?
My friend here, did you accept this, Furka?
Well, yeah, I've taken on a
He now
title.
has the title of Cheval. Not to be confused with Chevelle, which is a great band, I hear, but Cheval.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to research that later. Okay. Well, this seems well and good. Order of the Gauntlet, you say?
Yes.
Well, now tell me, my friend. What's your name again?
Darren.
Darren. Uh, what did this Gauntlet Order actually did against the Red Brands here?
Well, I am only one, and I'm only one here, and I was not about to take on 20 something, or 30, or how many were in their numbers. I do not know. But I am actually kind of retired, but I am still a high member and sent here to report back to the order. And the order said I was told to, if I were to come across, all right, I'll be honest with you, no one has cared, okay? But I have asked for help with this, and this is a small town that has not really gathered much attention except for some arcanists that think they're going to find some magical mystical forces somewhere that was like 1,000 years ago. I don't know. What the hell do I know about magic forces that said they made all of these weapons? Where the hell are these weapons? I don't know. I have not found any. I don't know. But there are all manner of people digging shit up from the ground, looking for artifacts, they say, and looking for all this stuff. There are a couple of workable mines. It's enough to support some nice families, but it's not enough to gather support from the larger cities. Do you understand? They're
Yeah.
currently focused on other problems. There's a problem that we've been hearing about dragons and these dragon cults. Okay, they're focused on the dragon cult information. I don't know anything about any dragon cults. I have seen no dragon cults. I know nothing about dragon cults, but that is what their focus is. And they told me that I was able to bring in people and have them baptized, if you will, into our organization, into the order, if I found worthy individuals who could take care of my, as they called them, small town problems. You understand, we are far away from Neverwinter. We are far away from Waterdeep. Baldur's Gate, forget about it. Very far away. This is
Okay,
where their
so-
attention is. It is
Someone
not
wants to do
in
it, why not
a
us?
small mining town.
Little people to deal with little problems. Is that it?
Well, very, very well put. Yes. You understand my situation. So we
Yeah,
do what
I
we
do.
can here. And if you would join us after what you have done, you have proven your worth and you have helped the people. And that's what this is about. It is not about helping the order, it's about helping the people who have no voice.
I mean, Furka and Rep spoke highly of you. I mean, they said that you you helped them. You helped.
Well, I'm not exactly
set things
offering
up and
a spot to the Minotaur if you see him. I kind of am avoiding him a little bit. I don't think that he is Order of the Gauntlet type. Not to say that he does not have means that can help you achieve ends. Absolutely. But he also carries severed heads on his belt. There are
I
no
understand.
currently members of the Order of the Gauntlet trapezing around the world with severed heads. Maybe in the spine of the world, up in the north where you have the crazy barbarians. I don't know. Not in civilized country, if you know what I mean. No offense
I
to the
do.
Minotaur.
Yeah, don't worry. I won't tell on him.
Yes.
But anyway, I understand what you're doing, and well, I think it's a noble cause. I mean, I won't say that I haven't done bad things in my past, but I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do what's right, and as I said, help people
So you will join
defend
the
those that
order.
won't fight for themselves.
So you will join the
Sorry.
order.
Well, if your cause is true, can I see if he's lying?
Sure. Roll an insight. You calling the dungeon master a liar? I mean, does my face look like a lying face? Really? Did you roll a 5?
Ooh,
Yes, I
yeah.
A 5! He can't. I don't think we played any night without you rolling at least 1 5, if not like 5 5s. You are Mr. 5. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was no roll today, so
Matter of
I
fact,
had to roll a
I
five.
think is
You're
that
a
his
soldier.
first roll?
wait, you're a soldier. You kind of look like other soldiers. You're a clone, and I'm going to call you 5s from now on. That's a reference for the Clone Wars. If anybody hasn't seen the Clone
That's
Wars, they should watch that. And definitely
Clone Wars,
the
right.
Bad Batch, because the Bad Batch is pretty awesome. Not getting paid for any of this. Just free advertising for Disney Channel, Disney Plus. Subscribe today. It's pretty great. All
I
right,
think I just rolled fives today.
dude, you roll a lot of 5s. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
we've never had a session without you rolling a 5. So, you know, you can't really tell. He could be just lying through his teeth, but come on. You kind of think that he's not, but you know, you need a drink, to be honest. That one mead kind of got you kicked off, and because you do like to drink a little bit, you're thinking about why didn't he bring cider instead of apples? That's kind of what you're focused on right now. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I like to drink my grapes, not eat them, quote unquote, you know?
Okay. Yeah, you convinced me. I accept.
Well, I see that I guess it was my charm.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is D&D Beyond asking me to verify that I'm a human?
Out of character, I find it. I feel Aurora feels offended that he didn't think she was good enough.
In character, Aurora has no idea what they're talking about.
Yes.
Doesn't know anything. Dex could be upset about it, maybe, but not Aurora. Aurora has no idea. But hey, Aurora can always find out later and ask. So, without role playing it, because it is, by the way, everyone, I tried to keep these sessions less than. I'm going to give another reference to the chat on the stream in just one moment. We're only human. Another song. So, uh, he pulls out the other document and asks Ulrich his full name, I guess, and has a quill with him and writes it down, and then rolls it up and hands it to you. He has a little seal, wax seal that he lights up and puts his seal on your document to match the one that Furka has, and says, "Well, gentlemen, it is getting late, and you know where to find me. And good luck, Godspeed, and when you come back, we can have some of that cider."
Sounds wonderful. Good night.
And he walks off and goes toward his orchard. And when I learn how to speak English, I will continue. And he takes leave. It's late. Anything else for anyone? Is it that time for the long rest?
I would just want to add that I would attune to the glass staff. I don't care if I can't use the spells or not. It's at least +1 AC, and my C is very low.
All right, you do that. And unless anyone has anything else to say, I guess everyone's sleeping outside.
I'm trancing.
Yeah, I'm sitting in a corner with like my spell book, like looking over the scrolls that I got today, and just like.
Then you will take the time to write them in your spell book. Add those 2 spells, even though you can't really add Fireball yet, but you can add the Charm Person, I believe.
That Fireball's going to kill all of us.
And then we will say everyone else gets a long rest, finally. It's been a few weeks since you had the long rest. And it's been a while, actually, since you've had a long rest. And to move things forward, the next morning comes, you wake up, and I'm just curious before we end this, where are you guys actually going to head to?
So Aaron kind of speaks up, like, okay, so I've heard about some like undead, like a banshee, a person-eating creature in the bottom of a basement.
That one you can scratch off.
Okay. And there still is Gundren. What are we doing? Because I'm cool with going and seeing some like undead or a banshee, because I've never seen that stuff before, and that would be really cool. But also I would like to find Gundren at some point.
My priority is him as well. But for how for preparations, do you have a brazier? A brazier, something to burn things in it.
I mean, I have fire spell.
No,
we have a campfire. Or
out of character.
Like an actual
out of character. That is needed for the spell of this mouse you have.
The mouse?
If the mouse is
Find familiar is what he's trying to say.
Find familiar. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I have an arcane focus.
No, but it needs components that are consumed. So we need to use everything. Just a tip. And I also have one. I also have that spell. And I was looking to at least buy the brazier, just to be sure I can do that. Or if I can do without the brazier, I'm okay. I have the herbs.
So just so you know, God, I love Matt Mercer. You're the best, man. I know you watch me one day. But I don't have time. We don't do 4-hour sessions. We don't have time for 100 episodes at 4.5 hours each with 25 minutes worth of showing people's art. No one's making art of our characters or our campaign or anything like that.
So far.
So we do things in a more concise fashion. If you needed it, you had it, you cast it, and we move on.
Okay.
Because Sean Test is not interested in seeing every little minutia thing that we do. So we can make things a little streamlined by not having to worry about, and I pull out some rat turds and you see me spread them on the ground, and with a wisp of the hair of the, I don't know, of the hair of the hair.
I believe you need bat guano for fireball.
There you go.
I'm not carrying that around.
Having said all of that, however, if you get into high level and you want to like bring somebody back to life, you'll need those components. But your first level spells and second level spells, yeah, you just kind of got them. Because that's minutia stuff. We get into like serious stuff. Oh, you got to have a pearl that's worth 1,000 gold pieces or something. That could make an interesting little side mission to go get a pearl that's worth 1,000 gold pieces. But I'm not going to do side missions to go get bat guano.
It's
You-
just
You found something.
being the only spellcaster for a while was different. Sure.
That is fine. But thank you.
Then
So,
okay.
back to on roll. So,
Again,
Erin
my
said
priority-
she wants to do all
Yeah.
these things. She's interested in going get Gundren. What did the rest of you say?
again, my priority is also Gendry.
Well, we picked on glass stuff. I mean, I think we disrupted a bit of their plans for the moment. If you guys want to do any good here around town, I'm up for that.
Well,
Dashing, all of that.
I
I
figured
don't
if we're heading
know.
our way up the crag ball, we might as well just take care of the undead on our way.
Yeah, isn't that on the way there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can do both things in the same day, but
Let's take
Sure.
the scenic route.
I guess. All right.
Drist?
Yeah, I mean, in order for us to meet our goal, we're going to need to find Gundren. But I know with Aaron's curiosity, we're going to have to hit every little magical spot on the way.
Very right.
It's kind of like a road trip.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'd really like to see maybe some necromancy, if that's what's causing the undead or something. Never seen necromancy.
We heard rumors
That's
about it.
everything.
Cool.
No spoilers for Sean Test and the millions others who are watching. So we will stop there. And next week, we will find out as they leave town, finally, and move on to the northeast. And I guess come across this old, ruined watchtower and maybe well, where there's supposedly undead walking around, and we can have an episode of The Walking Dead, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see next week on Monday. I think that was a good role play. We did actually roll the dice a little bit. No killing, which is a strange thing for this group, because this group went around killing stuff every single week. If you go back and watch the episodes, they killed everything that moved pretty much, except the little boy, thankfully. And they had a lot of combat for a long time. But I think it was a good get to know you session. As we move forward, there's going to be a little bit of more focus on kind of sort of taking turns when you have things to say or things to do, so that everybody, now that we're not just 3 or 4 people, we got 5 people. So we kind of need to spread around the love a little bit. So you got to know each other a little today and all. Starting next week, it's going to be kind of sort of, okay, you're marching order. This is what you're seeing. This is what you're doing, and we're gonna kind of take things, however your cameras appear here. We're gonna go all the way around, like in counterclockwise fashion, and let people say what they're doing at all times, and if they want to say anything to anyone and all, and kind of give everyone kind of a little bit of equal opportunity to speak. And that's it. Probably be combat next week. I'm pretty sure, one way or another. And I guess if there's no questions or anything, well, first of all, I'm going to say goodbye to the stream. Goodbye, stream. Thank you to Sean Test. I don't know who you are, but I love you because you're the first guy in a long time that's chatted me up while we play. I could have paid attention earlier and I didn't. I will make sure to amend that next time. And please, you can also invite your mom and dad and brother and sister and children and grandparents and grandchildren and foster people and old teachers and people from your past and people from your future and everyone else. And tell them to watch this. If they don't like it, they can come in here and just boo me, which would be great because then I'd have viewers. They could come throw eggs, like virtual eggs, at the thing and tomatoes, and say, what kind of witch doesn't float? And you could throw out like Monty Python-isms during the chat. That would all be cool. So I want to thank you for watching, and anybody who watches this on YouTube when I put it up tomorrow. I guess I'm going to put it up tomorrow. And good night to the people on the web, and I will say good night to you guys without it being on the web. We can say our secrets and stuff. So good night to the video. If anyone wants to say good night, they can say good night now, and we're going to
Good night. Nice stream.
stop the stream. No stream.